Hello everyone, today we don't have any new lesson but a practice test, and this helps you check yourself how well you can apply into practice the techniques that you have learned so far. Before we start, I would love to remind you some steps. Like what I said in the previous lesson, for every reading passage, you guys should spend less than 3 minutes to skim for the general idea. After you finish your skimming, read the question to find out the keywords which determine key points of the questions. Then you find the similar words of those in the passage, and that's when you can find the answers. Please keep in mind that you hardly ever see the exactly same words in the passage, but the similar ones only. Now, let's pause this video for 20 minutes. We do have reason for this because the real test lasts for 1 hour, so you need to manage your time strictly so as you can deal with the questions within this limit of time. Okay, let's go through the answers to the questions in passage 1. It's very easy for you to find the keywords in the questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the paragraph A and B. When you're done with paragraph A and B, it's time for paragraph C, where you can find the answers to the questions 6 to 12. For the question 13 to 17, you need to read through the paragraph A, B, D, and E. But it's not very challenging because you can see the names. So all of the things you need to do is to locate the names, then you can find the information needed. Similarly, in order to deal with the questions 18 to 25, you have to cover all the paragraphs from A to E. That's it for passage 1, and we have the conclusion. You need to locate the relevant part as fast as possible. That's the reason why I ask you to practice scanning as often as you can. Then the answers will be found in the same order as the questions appear on the paper. That means don't panic. Don't jump from this paragraph to another paragraph. Just keep the order, okay? So let's deal with passage 2. Just do the same thing like what you did for passage 1. Pause this video for 20 minutes. So let's begin with the correction. Question 26 to 31 asks you to identify the writer's views. I find most of you struggle distinguishing no and not given. Be careful, you just say no when you have completely opposite piece of information and not given when that piece of information is not mentioned. Okay, let's check the answers for 26 to 31. You can find the answers to all these questions in paragraph A. It's easy to see that all of the questions here are about the overview of the passage, so it will be all mentioned in paragraph A. Next type of task is matching. This time you can notice that we see the names. So the first thing to do is to locate the names in the passage. Then you find the matching information with the names. This time, we don't base on the information given here. We base on the options. Okay, that's much faster. The next two tasks, they are similar. Table and summary completion. So you need to read from the beginning to the end. After you identify the keywords, back to the passage, slow down when you see the keywords, and find the missing pieces you need. Okay, summary completion is similar. You have to scan from the beginning to the end. So the conclusion for passage 2 is if you see the names or events as options, you need to look for them in the passage. And for the summary or table completion, you have to scan from beginning to the end. So we have just gone through the practice test. Now you can check how many correct answers you've got. You should practice doing these tasks every day so as you can master the skills of scanning and skimming. So that's the end of our lesson today. If you have any question, feel free to contact me.